My medication, it runs $20,000 a month without insurance. I make $800 a month. Oh, that will kill me. That would kill my friends. That would kill millions of people in this country if they lose their health care.
So across the country, people are waking up to a hard truth, and many voters, especially in the rural, mostly white communities, are realizing that they have cast their ballots against their own healthcare. Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by, supporting your girl on this channel. All credit goes to the creators in these videos. And guys, in today's video,
California's District 22, a rural community in the state's Central Valley. This district voted for Trump for the first time in 2024, but now his policies threaten one of the benefits people here rely on the most. Do you know anyone personally who voted for President Trump but depends on benefits like Medicaid?
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people.
One resident who would be impacted by Medicaid cuts is 64-year-old Irma Arredondo, who voted for Trump in 2024. Irma has several chronic health issues, including type 1 diabetes. She's also a full-time caregiver for her daughter, who has cerebral palsy, and her sister, who has Turner syndrome.
The medicine that my daughter takes for seizures, I won't be able to afford it. So we feel hopeless if those cuts come, you know. What we're going to do.
Irma was a farm worker for more than a decade. She believes that some of her and her children's health issues can be linked to the pesticides she was exposed to while working in the fields.
Look at me right now. Look at me, how many sicknesses that I have. We got all in the fields. Where else? I feel like this stabbing us in the back, you know. But why? Why when we put food on their tables? Trump promised a lot of things. I thought it will be more family values and those programs that we really need here.
One of those promises was to protect Medicaid, which 67% of people in this district rely on. It's the largest percentage of any district in the entire country.
Can you guarantee that Medicare, Medicaid will not be touched?
Yeah, I mean, I have said it so many times, we're not going to touch it.
The yeas are 218, the nays are 214. The motion is adopted.
This bill represents the largest cut to Medicaid in American history. It will devastate vulnerable populations.
The largest tax break go to the wealthiest individuals. Are those your values?
No, that's not right.
Irma isn't the only one in District 22 who feels betrayed by the administration's plan to gut Medicaid.
The only people they're hurting are the poor people. People that really need the stuff. Elon Musk doesn't need it. Trump doesn't need it. And, you know, billionaires don't need it.
They're making out big time with this, but they're hurting people in the process.
If we could go back to November, who would you vote for now, seeing what you see?
For either one.
You just wouldn't have voted.
Not either.
I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, and I know I'm probably going to get some unfollows, but I regret my vote 110%. What is going on with this country right now actually makes me sick. SNAP defunded, Medicaid ripped away. My children just lost their Medicaid. My 6 babies, 2 of them on the spectrum, 1 of them with severe asthma, just got caught. And it's not going to get any better. It's not going to get any better. What I've been seeing and what I've been hearing for these past few weeks, I've been trying to just ignore it, and I've been trying to say that it's, you know, it's just that side, fear-mongering again. But it's happening. It's happening. I'm absolutely terrified, and you should absolutely be terrified. And we all should be regretting who we voted for.
I just want to say to every American that's having trouble with this, I am sorry I voted for him. I regret it with all my heart. I feel like I've enabled this monster to destroy democracy, destroy everything that is good in this country.
We've got a very crazy man driving the train, and he's going to kill this country.
And Anthony, are you voting a straight up and down Democratic ticket?
Not only there, I am actually for the very first time contributing across the board, across the country. And I've never, ever written a check or spent any money on anything political because I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
I've been a lifelong Republican since the day I turned 18. For the first time in my life, I'm going to vote a straight Democratic ticket. Is if they're connected to Donald Trump, they are not connected to me.
So you now are no longer a Republican?
I am not, no.
Because of Donald Trump?
Because of Donald Trump. It was no longer the party that I joined. It's morphed into something that's almost unrecognizable.
You were a lifelong Republican.
Right.
If somebody had told you, say 15 years ago, that you are preparing to vote a straight up and down Democratic ticket in the midterms, you would have said what to them?
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
So why are you now doing it?
To see Republicans not stand up to him, and the ones that do are just quitting.
I just think there's no values left anymore. There should be values. We have no values. He doesn't have any values. I thought he had values.
No, I'm definitely voting Democrat. I've been knocking on doors. I got a clipboard.
You're even canvassing.
I am canvassing for a Democrat in Wyoming.
That's how strongly you feel.
I believe hardly anything the president says, but I do believe he's a danger to this country and to our democracy. I'm going to fight every day. I just want to say to every American that's having trouble with this, I am sorry I voted for him. I regret it with all my heart. I feel like I've enabled this monster to destroy democracy, destroy everything that is good in this country.
So all these people, right, are in their finding out season. They've cast their ballots against their own healthcare by voting for somebody that promised to slash big government spending. They voted against Medicaid, and now the cuts are eating home. And this Medicaid is not just an abstract program. It pays for nurses, home care for elderly people. It's what helps low-income workers cover doctors' visits, and is what all these rural hospitals depend on to keep their doors open. Because without it, people will not just lose their benefits, they will lose their lives. And a lot of the same voters supported him because they thought he was going to be for them. And now, guys, this is the cost of voting against your own benefits. This is the cost of voting against your own interests, because ordinary people now are finding out. Guys, what do you think about this in the comment section? Because this is really painful. I mean, all this could have been averted. Now, they are just, regretting, saying they are now leaning onto the Democratic part. They are no longer Republican. They are this, they are that. They regret their vote, this and that. Guys, make it make sense.
Did you guys see that woman talking about her father getting kicked out of the nursing home? Well, apparently the nursing homes are kicking out their Medicare patients. And she was like, why would they do that? And everyone in the comments was like, honey, this is what you voted for. This is Medicare cuts. This is the big, beautiful bill. And she was like, no, that's not it. Yes, it is. I work in skilled nursing. 90% of the residents that are in there, they are Medicare patients. These buildings stay open because of Medicare. They will close down. They will not care for your aging parents and grandparents for free. They will send them home to you. You will have to quit your job and stay home and take care of them. That means you're going to have to be the caregiver for your father, your husband, your kids. You're going to have to quit your job. You're going to do all this on half the income for your household. This economy is going to suffer greatly when these places start closing down. This is one of the reasons, this is the main reason why I did not want to rely on the U.S. for my income while I'm living abroad. The economy here is bound to crash. When you cut Medicare like that and these places close, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. The dollar is going to suffer. There is no forethought with these people. They have no idea what is happening.
Hey, so I'm learning how to do live tonight, but I've been watching the House floor and the votes, and something that has come up a couple of times is people saying that on their social media that they don't have any connection to Medicaid, when in all actuality they're on their state Medicaid, but it's just called something different. So here in Oregon, it's OHP. And a huge amount of people in the eastern side of our state are on it, but don't realize that it's Medicaid. So, is it possible that all of those Republican voters that are perfectly fine with people losing Medicaid think that it's someone else and not them? I mean, they do vote pain for thee and none for me. And then they're terribly shocked when the pain starts rolling their way. Do you think that maybe they don't realize that their representatives are voting to cut their medical? I mean, just a thought.
The only people who are losing Medicaid are the people who are working less than 80 hours per month, who are fully able to go to work every day, who don't have any dependents. Those are the only people who are losing.
You're either lying or you've been lied to. There's only about 4 million people that meet that criteria, and it's expected that around 12 million people are going to lose Medicaid. First off, it's not just work requirements being added. There is nearly $1 trillion in cuts that are going to happen, which just so happen to line up perfectly with the around $1 trillion in tax cuts for the wealthy. Over the next 10 years, it's expected there's going to be like 17 million less people insured over that time period because of this. Cutting that much from Medicaid just means less people are going to be able to be enrolled. Let's talk about those work requirements, because that has been tried in one state, and that is Georgia, and it has been a disaster. Expanding Medicaid has so many benefits. First off, it costs a little over $400 per person for expansion of Medicaid. More people get insured, especially low income. There's better outcomes, lower mortality, fewer chronic issues. There's more preventative care. It reduces racial disparities in healthcare. It brings billions of dollars into state economies. It produces job growth in the healthcare sector. It supports rural hospitals. There's less medical debt for families. It cuts down on uncompensated healthcare costs. It frees up funds for other services. It can create net savings for states. It reduces poverty and stress. It helps people stay employed, and children benefit when their parents are insured. Overall, it's a net positive all around. In Georgia, though, because of the administrative stuff that went along with all these extra requirements, it cost around $13,000 per person. And out of 240,000 people who were eligible to enroll, only 7,500 people did. And the majority of people who didn't enroll, it wasn't because they, didn't meet the requirements. They did. The process was just too complicated for them, or they didn't fill out a paperwork right or something like that. It didn't cause people to work more. There was no meaningful increase in employment. Vulnerable people were the most hard hit. Older adults, unpaid caregivers, disabled people all struggled to meet the requirements. 90% of the budget went toward administrative cost. 10% went towards healthcare. That is absurd. They started this in 2023, and they've already started cutting back on this program because of what a disaster and how expensive it has been. And it is a warning for implementing this kind of thing nationwide. It's not going to go well. It puts a lot of strain on hospitals as well, especially rural hospitals. It's expected that there's going to be a lot of rural hospitals that are going to have to close down because of this. So just admit that you want to be less efficient and spend more money to keep more people off of insurance because you think they don't deserve it. And just say that the wealthy people do deserve it because they are directly taking $1 trillion out of the pockets of vulnerable working class Americans and putting it directly into the pockets of the top 1% of this
Guys,
country.
let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because all these videos are just a case of FAFO. Because when you let billionaires and lobbyists shape policies, the people that are left hurting, they don't live in Washington, D.C. They live in small towns, small villages, rural counties. They live in middle-class neighborhoods where folks are now realizing what they have lost. And unfortunately, I hope it is not too late. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Ciao.